Welcome back to the second edition of today's recording, and this is still the 5th of November 2024, and it's the US presidential election day, and the markets might just be so volatile today, and you would want to be on a safer side, trading with knowledge and knowing what the market would do, the probabilities that lie ahead, and things to consider. So I have finished the first recording of this whole episode that I do daily, and that covered the gold, silver, US oil, few indices, that's major indices, and a few of the crypto. So you can do well to watch that video. It's gonna guide you a whole lot. Let's go to Euro USD. This, of course, is where we look at the majors and tell you what they most likely will do. And on Friday, I said I was looking for this move to complete, and it did. Said if it does that, it would go back up. Remember, we had this, so it did, and then we had a pullback. We had this. We're getting this. So now here is the thing. I am looking at this move to do either of two things. Remember, we have a huge jump here, so we don't know what happened between here. We don't know if we had a pullback here before we started continuing. So, but that out of the way, let's not assume anything there. That out of the way, this is either going to do this and come back for this, or it's going to just come back for this. So here is two things you should look out for. This might just be an impulse. This is a flag. It might just do this, complete this, and go back up. So if it does that, I'll wait for an impulse, come out here, make a flag, out buy. You could also do this, go back up, making this a 1, 2, 3, come back here, making this, and goes back up. So whichever one it will do, we will be here to look at it. And the third option is that this is a part of this, and this becomes an impulse, a correction, an impulse, and this came down for this, and we've had the top. We've made an impulse, making a flag, and we're coming down totally. So whichever one it is, we will know. So how would you structure your trading? Well, I am not making trade calls for you. I'm just telling you the possibilities that lie ahead in the market. So, but then I still think this is the first impulse into a huge correction because of the way it is moving. Remember, I've been telling you we most likely will get a good correction here before we continue going down, or we might just be heading up totally. So keep your eye on this one, and here may be your immediate trade. If this forms something significant here, I would consider selling it with a lower risk, because this could be this. It could end up being this. It goes back up, does this, comes back down, does this before it goes. All right, so that's the option and the trade I am looking for right there. GBP USD. This one is also forming a correction to do this. Hopefully it is doing that. So remember, we have this pullback here, we have this correction. So whatever is happening here is going to be this, and we still have this pending, so you might just come back for it. And if all this is happening at the break of this again, break of this line again, you might go up some more. Okay, you might go up some more, even though we have this correction here, right? But if if it's happening at the break of this line, we're going to do this. So based on your trading strategy, your trading plan, and how you trade, you can use this as a help to guide you on your decision. Let's go to NZD USD, where we are having it coming down, but this looks very corrective in nature. See, this looks very corrective in nature, so we might have this and we might have this for this, and after that we might have this, and if we get the whole of this right here, it could still do this, or it could continue. But before that, let us get this, because if it's going to continue, it's going to do that. It's going to complete whatever it's doing here. Okay, it's going to complete that. It's going to do this. It's going to break out. We're going to make consolidation, and we'll keep on buying it to see what it will be. But for the time being, that could be it, and this could also be forming a correction here for this, because remember, I still have this option open. So this might just be that option I have open, and this is just completed, and this will instead come to break this low before whatever happening here would continue. Keep your eye on that one. So here is the trade I am looking for. If it forms something serious here, I would consider selling it. That is it. But other than that, I am still looking for this to be this possible for the buys. Anyways, we've got the options now, and I just have to keep an eye on them. AUD USD, they're also forming a correction here. Let's keep it this way for now. So forming a correction here, which could either come down some more, this right here. So this could come down some more, so we could have this cluster here, because you can already see that we have this. You can already see that we have that in there, so we could have this still come break the low again. Let's go to the 15. Okay, here. This could be all the correction we'll get there, and we could also have this coming, which will come, and after that we'll have this, of course. So when you see an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction, an impulse, it will come down for this, of course, and after that it will go up for this. And if all these things happen this way right here, it will do this, or it will form a bigger correction outside this whole thing. This whole channel forms a bigger correction. Here's what I mean. After it completes whatever it is doing here, bring this here. After it completes whatever it is doing here, after it completes whatever it's doing here, it will either continue selling, or it does this, does a correction out of this whole channel, does a correction, and if we see that, of course, we'll keep on buying it. So those are your options. So wait for it to break this low, and you can look for your buys. That is what I am waiting for on this one right here. which is AUD USD. Wait, let's move on to USD card, where I told you we could be getting this move any moment from now. And as you can see, that may be what we are getting or what we have gotten, but I'm still looking for it to come down some more. But it seems in all these moves, this is the most corrective, and it's even forming a flag here. So we could get this, we could get this, we could get this, we could still get this. Possible. It could also be that this is over and we're just going up to break the top again. Possible? Yeah, it is. It is possible. It is possible. Because of course you know this is longer. So if you put it here, you can see it's almost there, and the rule is that this must not be equal to this. There's no rule that says it should be equal to that or it wouldn't count. No, it mustn't be equal to that. So if you have this correction right here, here's the thing. If I get this correction right here, I wouldn't buy this. I wouldn't buy this, because it looks pretty much like it is doing this for all this. Get back here for all this, and it looks very much like it is doing that. So if it goes, it goes. I wouldn't buy it. Here's the JPY. This one might be coming for that move, which is this right here. Might be coming for this. See that? Told you we got an impulse, we got a correction, we got an impulse, we got a correction. Told you last week this most likely will be a correction and we should get this. And when we get this whole thing right here, we're gonna get this back. Then they're gonna get this back, and after that hopefully we get this back. And if this completes itself, we're heading here. And if this is a part of it, then we're also coming back for this. See that? So keep your eye on this one. Looks interesting, and make informed decision based on what I've shown you on the chart right now. So if it's going for this, just allow it to finish. It's almost there. It's almost there. Allow it to finish, and you can decide to sell it if you see a good opportunity, but know that it's coming for just this. USD CHF. Also told you, right, it works like magic, that this, go back and look at my Friday recording. I told you that this happening right here must come back up. It must come back up, and it must do this too. And after that, only after that can it go to break the top. It did that right, exactly the way it was forecasted, and you can see the magic of wave analysis. It did that, and it's coming down for this move, and it's almost there. So we could have a correction here, we could have this correction, we could have this before it goes up some more. It could also be that this move has ended and we are coming down really deep for the bigger move. I've shown you that before, right? I've done that before, so let me do that again. Let's go to the 4 hours. Yeah, could also be that it's coming for this move, this one right here, this one. could also be that it's coming for this move. So it's either it's going to come here, go back up, or we are really coming down, especially when it broke out of this low and forming a correction here. We might just be coming down for this move, and after that, remember, we have this, so we'll get that. Only after that can we continue this move coming down. Keep your eye and close attention on this one, because you might get some really good trades based on your own trading strategy and way of analyzing the market. But wave analysis, like we always say, is the king of them all. You can believe it, you can doubt it, it's fine. So keep your eye on this one. It's either it forms a correction here and goes down some more, or it starts to form something else here, and we know it's forming a flag or a flat for some more upside. Keep your eyes on that one. Keep your eyes. I wouldn't jump into the buys even if I see this make a huge. Keep this aside. Even if I see this make a good correction here, I wouldn't jump in. Honestly, I wouldn't, because you see, that could be a completion of this flat, so I wouldn't jump in. Just wait for it to do what it's doing, and wait for this. I would prefer it to start doing this, start coming down correctively, and after that does that, and this of course will be a good sell to the downside. Anyways, that is it for the USD major pairs, and we can add a few of the GBP pairs before we go to the third recording, which is where we'll cover the JPY pairs. So let's add some GBP pairs. GBP AUD, it's forming a correction here, and this could be bigger, so allow whatever it's doing here to complete. Allow it to complete. Could be bigger, so just give it space for the time being. There is no trade there. GBP card, okay, we might just be getting a deeper correction here before we eventually go up. We have this, so we have this, we got this, we might get this, making an impulse, correction, an impulse, correction, an impulse, and after all these we might get this continuation. So keep your eye on that one, keep a close eye, and this might also be the move that is coming. You never can tell. They could start very correctively as a first impulse, and then okay, here is the reason. Let me just show you. I'll tell you a secret. Just one quick secret. So see this, see how we broke out of that, and it's forming a correction. So if this happens to form, and you can even see that, okay, let's look at it this way. Can you see that, right? You have this here, it broke out, it's forming a correction. This could be the move we are looking for. This could be the move we are looking for. So I would, if I am tempted too much, I would buy it with a reduced risk, maybe 0.02, just a reduced risk, and see what it does, because my entry order is still here, but this has gone quite far, and this is very far too, so I might just exit it or leave it there in case if it does, voila. Okay, but yeah, this could also be just to break the top and still come down some more. So once all this finishes, so if you see an impulse and you see a flag on the 5 or 15 minutes, you can do your proper analysis and see if that is what you want to take or not. GBP CHF forming a correction, right? Forming a correction to go down some more, of course. So this could end up forming something. So we have this, we have this, we have this, and it's went back up. So is this a part of this? This could be completed here, and this is a correction of its own. So keep your eye on this one. Don't just jump into the buys, because this could make this and it still becomes this. Keep your eye on that one, especially now that it has made a correction here and going to break that. Wait for this, wait for that. This could end up being a bigger correction here, because this could do this, and after that it breaks it up, it does another correction here, breaks it up again before we come for this. So this could end up becoming a bigger correction there, but keep your eye on that one. Remember, this is a 5 minutes, so if you go to the 15, it's going to be smaller, yeah, and if you go to the 1 hour, it's going to be even way smaller. So keep your eye on that one, and don't miss the buys, because this could also be a completion of this. See that? And we're just going back up. So those are the two options. All right, we've successfully covered the USD or the major pairs and a few of the GBP pairs, and let's call it a wrap for the second edition of this recording. And next we will have the third edition, so do well to watch the 3 videos. Watch the first one, which is for CFDs, for indices and for cryptos. The second one, which is mainly for USD or major pairs, and the third one is for JPY pairs. So I'll see you on the other video. Remember, today is still the 5th of November 2024, and it's the US presidential election day. You could make some money if you know how to trade. Bye.